So I'm still married
Okay.
since the last question.
That's good.
Okay, so if I am at a place
Mm-hmm.
and I see a woman,
Okay.
is that lust?
If you see a woman, like
Yeah.
you physically, you see her.
Yes.
No, it's not lust.
Do you see where I'm going with this already?
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so basically, where do I get to I'm lusting?
Okay.
Like if I am like, she is pretty.
Okay. Not lust.
Okay, now the next step.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think
where do I get to?
Yeah, I think once it crosses that line to sexual desire, I think that's where you've crossed the line. So like to acknowledge that someone is so again, I'm married too. So for me to acknowledge that another woman is beautiful, is pretty, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
When it crosses that line and now there's sexual thoughts or desires behind that,
Okay.
that's where it becomes problematic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my next question is that this stuff just happens and you don't realize it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it can.
Yes. So did I sin?
Okay.
If I'm not if I'm not like actively if I wasn't actively doing it.
Right.
Like cuz sometimes you can just go, "Wow, I just thought about the whole thing."
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know what I
you
mean?
kind of shake it and kind of come
Yeah,
to and
Yeah, come
okay.
to, and so
Right.
what do I do about that?
Yeah. So, okay, I do think it's sin
Okay.
in the sense of sin is anything we do that misses the mark of the will of God.
Okay.
Well, the will of God isn't for us to lust after any individual, consciously or subconsciously. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, it's sin. And so I think that when that, I do think it's easy, or it can be easy to slip into those lustful thoughts. For one, we're actually wired to have sexual desire.
Right.
So God wired that into us. So the wiring is actually, that's in us is his. However, the fall and sin has taken that which God meant to be holy and good and has distorted that and made that which was beautiful to have sexual desire for our spouse. And all of a sudden now that sexual desire outside of that context has, become depraved, broken.
Okay.
And so I think now we have this broken view of sex and sexuality. And
wait, now as in like 2023?
Well, no, I mean, I think it's been here. I think it's been
Adam
here since the fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since they had to put leaves on.
Yeah. Since they felt, from point one, they start feeling ashamed.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But this broken view of sex, broken view of sexuality, and we're in a highly sexualized culture.
Mm-hmm.
And so, due to the internet, social media, it's so easy to just walk right in, step right into lust, or even just the clothes individuals wear or don't wear. It's so just easy to walk into that.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, it's really become normalized.
Yes.
Yeah. It's become normalized to that's just, boys will be boys, guys will be guys, but it's more than that. It's just lust has become normalized.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at it again on social media, you look at it on the internet, it's become normal. And so therefore, in light of the culture we're in and the brokenness of our own beings, lust is both active and passive. And I think we can actively engage in lust, but I do think, as you're saying, there's that passive part where we're lusting after someone, and then all of a sudden we kind of come to realize what we've been doing. And then I think from that point, we need to recognize, okay, that was an impure thought or thoughts. I need to repent. So in other words, change my mind. And I need to, ask the Lord to help me with that. Because that's something, again, that just conveys the brokenness within me. that I can do that whole thing and kind of come to, oh, wait, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
Or just looking at someone, staring at someone and go, wait a minute, I've been sexualizing them
Right.
for this whole, for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever, a minute, whatever. And it's like you come to, you're like, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that just, again, I think that just shows our own brokenness and our own need for healing in that. Paul does state in 2 Corinthians 10 that he tells us to take every thought captive to obey Christ. And so I think once we're aware of the thoughts, that's one thing we got to take it kind of captive, and where we go, okay, God, I need to repent of this. I need to move away from this way of thinking, and I do think that it becomes, kind of a journey for us, if I'm being honest, to get there, because I think lust is, I don't know how else to phrase it in our day and culture. I feel like it's just right there in your face all the time, or the temptation to lust.
Mm-hmm. I'll follow the pastor at RevJT on Instagram.
Oh God.